back for another video. I know it's been a long time, but I'm finally back and we'll talk about it. But first, let's talk about Sunday dinner. So I got some oven baked wings, and yes, they're a little bit crispy because I like it crispy. I don't like it to be soggy at all, so I made sure that it was crispy. I got some Spanish yellow rice, some cornbread, some let's see if I can see those ranch style beans, and then some green beans with some onions in it. So yeah, this is my, oh, and I got some ice cold Coke over here. But yes, let's take a look at this rice. But yeah, y'all, growing up, I stayed with my aunt for a little bit, and what she would do is she would make the little wingettes, Spanish rice, and some ranch style beans and some green beans, and I absolutely love it. So I thought that I would recreate it. Excuse me. Because yeah, I've been thinking about some ranch style beans for a long time and the Spanish rice. These green beans are good. I seasoned it with some beef bouillon powder, the Norris brand. Cut some onion and just boiled it for about 30 minutes. And then of course my cornbread and my ranch style beans. Oh yeah. And I haven't had ranch style beans in years, y'all. Years. And they are just as good as I remember them being. And y'all know, when it comes to chicken and drumettes, wings are my favorite part. There's no discussion about it. Wings are, the drums are simply the best. Argue with your mama, not me. That's very good. And I seasoned my chicken with a packet of Saison. I guess it's how you pronounce it, Saison, I don't know, but I put that. I put some garlic powder, some onion powder, a little bit of cayenne pepper, and some seasoned oil. Crispy. The outside is crispy, but the chicken inside is still juicy, so I did a good job. I can taste a little bit of the cayenne pepper coming through. I feel it, but it's not overpowering, so just the right amount on it. And things got a little bit smoky in the kitchen with these oven fried wings, but I left the door open in the back to let some smoke out, and then all these flies came in here, but I got fly traps around, so they'll get the flies out of here. Oh. But yeah, y'all, let me tell y'all where I've been. So I've been here actually, but what happened was, not this past Thursday, but the Thursday before, I come home from work And guess who's here? My mom. So I dealt with her. She was here Thursday before last until this past Friday. So I spent the week with her. She spent the week with me. And we, went shopping, chilled, ate, And of course, she came and put her mom touch on my apartment. So, she's cleaning everything. She's rearranging everything. One of my props that I have you guys on is my Tide box. Now, the one that I had was empty. So when she came, she threw it out. So I was like, okay. So now I got my my current box of Tide powder. So it's halfway full. So only a small amount has come out of it. So I think I'll be good. No more will come out of it. But I did that. Oh, and then what was that? Yeah, and then on this past Monday, yeah. Yep. And just passed, I went to a doctor's visit, and they were like, "Oh yeah, it's time for another booster for your COVID." No, I was like, okay. Go ahead, give it to me. Give me my shot, whatever you gotta do. So I did that. And of course, in the middle of the night, early Tuesday morning, I wake up and I feel horrible. Like I'm all feverish, tired. So needless to say, all day Tuesday, I stayed in bed. I felt sick most of the day on Tuesday, but around evening time, like 6, 7, it was all gone. So, but it was expected to come anyway, because I know when I got my second COVID shot, and I believe with the first booster I got, I was also sick that next day for a little while, but then after that, we were good to go. So, whatever. Oh yeah, and I did get me some new shoes. I finally did it. And I'll probably post a picture in here somewhere, let y'all see what I got. I know it's been a debacle for the last couple of weeks. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get it, and then I never get it. Whatever. So what I missed? What have y'all been up to since I've been gone? Did y'all find anything good? Do anything good? Tell me what's been going on. I did my thing with this chicken. I love it. This cornbread, so good. Yeah, I gotta let you know, when it comes to my cornbread, I do like it sweet. I will put sugar in it, so make sure it is definitely sweet. And I also like for it to have like almost like a cake-like texture, but not really. But I like it to be soft and moist, not that overcooked hard stuff. Y'all tell me how y'all like y'all's cornbread. Are you team sweet or no sweet? Of course, you know I'm team sweet. Now, if I'm making some dressing, then I don't put any sugar in my my cornbread. And when I pick up my cornbread for the dressing, I don't use the Jiffy box like I do regularly. I get the cornmeal and make it homemade. Because the first time I ever tried making some dressing, I did use Jiffy, and I didn't realize how sweet it was until I tasted it with the dressing, because I was like, I didn't even put any sugar in here, and it still had a little sweet texture to it. So I learned my lesson about that. So I now, whenever I make it, I make sure I do my cornbread from scratch when I'm making my dressing. Can you hear that crunch? Oh, and y'all, now in May, we had a pretty mild May here in Texas. Well, let me say that for the Dallas area, we had a pretty mild May. Normally it's pretty hot in May, but this year it didn't do too good. But baby, now that it come June, oh, all bets are off, and it is hot as you know what. Oh. As soon as you walk outside, you start sweating. It's a mess. But hey, I said I've been ready for summer to come, so it's here and it's on and popping. So I can't really complain too much because this is what I've been asking for. So. I need to let my pan and my rack soak a little bit. Get all the stuff off of it. This meal was definitely worth the time and wait. I'm definitely enjoying it. Oh, and Donna, let me tell you something, girl. I was in the gas station and nearby fell out. I was in line checking out because I had to give me a sour pickle and some of this pickle punch. I can't live without it now. This stuff's so good. But yeah, so I'm in line now. There's about, I think it was 2 people in front of me. I'm like, this line is not moving quick at all. What is going on? And then I seen this man. He was at that counter buying 1,000,001 scratch-off tickets. I said, what in the world? I mean, he had a whole bunch of them. I was like, you know what? Him and Donna, they can be best friends, because he had this one, he had that one, and he had 10 of those and 10 of these, and I'm like, man, is it that serious? All right. Wait on. I thought that was pretty funny. I said, him and Donna would get along just fine with those scratch-off tickets, because she always getting them. Okay. I'm actually getting kind of full now. All right, y'all. I'm about to get up out of here. My Sunday dinner was delicious. And I made the wings and the beans and cornbread just for today, but I'm gonna meal prep some little pork steaks. I'm gonna smother those in the oven with some premium mushroom for a couple hours. That they do a thing with that, and then pair it up with the green beans and my yellow rice for the week for my meal prep. All right, y'all, it was fun. I enjoyed it. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.